Hey guys, what's going on? It's Zain. I wanted to talk about why you think your lawyer is an asshole. Or better put, why most people think lawyers are assholes, jerks, arrogant, cocky, or whatnot, right? And most of this comes from clients. Most of this comes from people interacting with lawyers. It's not originating from what lawyers are stating. It's originating from what clients are stating about lawyers. So, in other words, it's a subculture that clients have started, right? I'm not under the impression that lawyers are stating that other lawyers are arrogant jerks or cocky or assholes or rude, right? Or arrogant, whatever. It's mostly clients saying that about lawyers. Now, why is that? Why are clients saying that lawyers are this way? Some clients are even saying lawyers are money hungry or whatnot, right? And the reason for that is because the client is not satisfied with the lawyer. That's the only reason. The only reason the client is saying that is because the client is not satisfied with the lawyer. Okay? Now, when I say that's the only reason, within that only reason, there's many other sub-reasons why that client is not satisfied. Okay? So, the reason the client is saying all of these things about a lawyer, all these stereotypes you hear about lawyer, is because the client is not satisfied. But the reason he's not satisfied could be various reasons, right? Maybe the lawyer is not responding to the client's phone calls. Maybe the lawyer charged the client a substantial amount of money. Maybe the lawyer doesn't really appreciate the client. Maybe the lawyer doesn't do as much as he could be doing. Maybe the lawyer didn't spend enough time on the client's case. It could be thousands and thousands and thousands of reasons, right? Maybe it could be simple as the client just doesn't like the lawyer. And for that reason, you can't really do anything about that. If the client doesn't like the lawyer, for whatever reason that is, if it's not really a substantial reason, you can't really do anything about that. Sometimes the client will not like you because he doesn't like how your hair looks or whatever, you know? He doesn't like the chick you're dating. He doesn't like your paralegal. He doesn't like your office manager. He doesn't like whatever it is. If it's something that small, there's nothing you can do about it. But if it's something that you have at least somewhat of a direct influence on, if it has something to do with you, the client does have somewhat of a legitimate interest in why he's saying that, right? So, what I want to touch up on is why the client gets this way. Why the client's not satisfied with the lawyer's services in order for him to say all of this. In order for him to say he doesn't like the lawyer because of so-and-so reason. Right? And the main issue is the client didn't really vet the lawyer when he first hired the lawyer. The client didn't vet the lawyer when he first hired the lawyer. I'm going to say it one more time. The client did not properly vet the lawyer when he hired the lawyer. What does that mean? That means the client was in desperate need of a lawyer, probably shopping around for a lawyer for whatever reason it was he needed a lawyer. Okay? He probably needed a lawyer because he got charged with marijuana possession. Let's say that. And he goes to his friend. His friend recommends him so-and-so. Just because his friend likes so-and-so doesn't necessarily equate to the fact that this client will particularly like you. You being the lawyer that the friend he went to referred him to, right? So this client comes to you, and maybe you don't do initial consultations as a lawyer. This client comes to you and you tell this lawyer, yeah, you're charged with, you tell this client, I'm sorry, that, yeah, you're charged with marijuana possession. I can take care of this matter for you. But the lawyer, the client, is only coming to you for legal services. He doesn't really get to gauge and get interactive with the lawyer. He doesn't get to see what the lawyer's personality really is like, what the lawyer can do for him outside of representing him, right? And by outside of representing him, I mean, will the lawyer take his calls whenever the client calls him, right? Will the lawyer actually work with him in favorably resolving his case, as in communicating with them when necessary? Or will the client have to keep calling the lawyer, right? So this all ties into why the client gets dissatisfied with the lawyer he's picking, because he doesn't really get to gauge the lawyer's personality as much as he gets to gauge the legal services. A lot of lawyers can provide you legal services, but what a lot of lawyers can't provide you is a personal touch, as in they don't really provide you as what they are, how they are as individuals. You don't really get to gauge a lawyer's personality. And that's why a lot of clients get dissatisfied and say, lawyers are arrogant, lawyers are rude, lawyers are this way, lawyers are that way, lawyers are jerks, lawyers are assholes. Why? Because when you strictly provide legal services and don't really provide who you are, and don't get to show people who you really are from the inside, people will think you're a jerk. I mean, think about it. Think about it in normal everyday terms, right? If you're talking to people and all you're doing is just providing information to people and not really getting personal with people in your everyday life, like your social conversations, or let's say you go on dates, you're dating a chick and all you're doing is just being very formal with her, like, hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you? Hey, how's the weather? Hey, how's this? She's going to think you're aloof. She's going to think you're arrogant. She's going to think you're stuck up. She's not going to get to know you one-on-one, like how you really are. And that's what clients are experiencing. They don't get to know what the lawyer is really like. All they get is legal services. And it's business. It's strictly business. It's strictly business. And most lawyers act this way, and clients get upset about it and get dissatisfied. Again, like I said, there's various reasons why they're dissatisfied, but the stereotypes about lawyers are originating because originally the client is dissatisfied with the service, whatever that may be, whatever may have caused that service to be, right? So, if you're going to really interact with a client and provide legal services to a client, it's good to set some boundaries with a client and let them know what you really are like. It's good to adapt firm culture and let the client know what your firm is like. Like my clients text me and call me at least twice a week. Okay? At least twice a week, if not 3 times a week. And I get back to them as soon as I can. As soon as I can. My clients ask me all weird questions throughout the day. Like, hey Zain, can I do so and so? Will this affect my claim? Will this affect this? Will this do that? And I get in touch with them because I've made that clear to them from day one that this is how this is going to work. I'm here for you on a personal basis as well. Your well-being and success in whatever venue of claim we're pursuing depends on me. So I don't give my clients a reason to say that I'm arrogant, I'm aloof, I'm selfish, and whatnot. Now, will they say that? Who knows? Even if I go above and beyond, they may. And then I have no control over it, because at least I know I'm being the best that I can be, right? At least I know I'm being the best I can be. I don't give my clients a reason to say, Zain is this, Zain is that way, Zain is doing this, Zain is doing that. Now, that's not to say a lot of lawyers are this way. There's a lot of lawyers that are personable, right? But at the same time, there's lawyers that are not. There's lawyers that have such a high caseload that they can't afford to be personable, right? And the client gets dissatisfied. The client gets upset. The client's like, what the hell's going on? You know, I'm just another case. I don't have a face value. I'm just a case. I'm just a case number. I've been reduced to a case number. You know? I want somebody personable, somebody hands-on, somebody that will interact with me. And that's what clients favor the most. So if you're not personable or favorable, start doing that. Start being favorable to your client. Right? And give some credit to your clients, because clients are what dictate how successful you will be. Don't give them a reason to... I don't give my clients a reason to hate me or say Zain's arrogant, Zain's this way, Zain's that way. Alright guys, that's all I pretty much wanted to say